sir. No, sir, to the judge.
Good
Yes, sir. No, sir. No, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
One.
You must be Mr. Burton, not Mr. Rodriguez.
Yes.
Mr. Burton, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Both of you have worked out in agreements where you give up a lot of rights. Understand that when you give up these rights, they're gone forever. When you plead guilty, you can never change it. You cannot come back at a later day and say, you know what, I changed my mind. I'd rather do something else. That's just not, you can't do that. You give up the right to appeal. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If each of you are not citizens, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. Like I said, you give up the right to appeal. So it's full, final today. You never come back. Mr. Burton, you are charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 90 days in Harris County Jail with credit for the 30 days that you've done. You need to understand something very important. This comes with an affirmative finding of family violence. What that means is that if you ever pick up another one of these cases like this, you will be charged with a third-degree felony. You could be looking at 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. And it doesn't have to be a drag-down brawl of a fight. No. All you need to do is squeeze someone's arm hard enough to where it hurts, and you're looking at a third-degree felony. Do you understand? You can never own a gun or ammunition as a result of this as well. You pick up a gun, that's a Class A misdemeanor. Unless, I mean, I don't know your other history. If you have other stuff that bars you, I don't know. But as far as this assault is concerned, you can never own a gun or ammunition as well. Knowing all this, do you still want to do this?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense of assault of a family member? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty, send you to the agreement. Good luck to you, sir. Mr. Rodriguez, you're on for a driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. This is the gentleman that just didn't want to get a guardian interlock because he just didn't have a car, right?
That's correct, Judge.
Are you sure you want to do this? This isn't like you get to pick and choose what you want to do. Oh, I can't go to probation today. I've got to go to work. What's more important, probation or work? Right. Because if you don't do your probation, you will be looking at up to 6 months in jail. That means that you have to do stuff on time. That means that you can't consume alcohol. You cannot consume illegal drugs. If you do not have a license, you cannot drive. That's what all this means. You have.
You don't have a license, Judge.
Is this a second let down to a first?
You have a
No,
license.
Judge, it's a true first.
You have to have a portable license to get your license.
Yeah.
Sir, you have a portable. Sir, he does not have driver's license. We need a portable device in lieu of a.
Does he have the ability to get a license? Can?
Duty.
One that's ever lifted.
Have you ever had a license before?
Yes, I have, sir.
Okay. My biggest thing is that you need to get a license. Did they put community hours? I will waive your community service hours in lieu of you just getting your driver's license. All I want you to do is be legal. So you're not always looking over your shoulder every time you're driving. It sucks to drive like that, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, it's not hard.
No.
Look, I will also waive all your
Bounce
fees.
your phones.
You don't have to pay anything as far as probation and stuff concerned. I can't pay for outside vendor stuff, but I'm not concerned about the money. I don't care about the money. I care about you doing your stuff on time and you not drinking. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You to successfully complete this probation, it is 180 days in jail to be probated for 2 years. You will do a DWI education class, 3 victim impact panels. You must do what's called a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them. No drugs, alcohol, no breath test refusal, meaning that if you're pulled over in a car and an officer asks you to submit a breath test, you must do it while you're on this probation. If you don't, then you're in violation. If you violate this probation, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail, bring you back out like right now, and we're going to discuss if you violated it. If you did, you're looking at 180 days in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir, I do.
So you must also have a guardian interlock as well, but portable because, right. So just do your DWI education class, your victim impact panels, and get a license. You understand? You need to understand one more thing. This is going to go on your record. So if you're ever pulled over in a car First thing an officer does, they're going to look at your record. If they see that you have a prior DUI and you smell like alcohol, it's probably not going to go well for you. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you ever have any problem, if you need anything, just come back and tell us. We'll help you with whatever you need.
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated, guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to send you to the agreement. Like I said, if you need anything, come back to us. We'll help you with everything, with whatever you need. Don't take off. It's the worst thing you can do. Got it? Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Wait. Hey,
Hi, how are
hey,
you?
Sanam, what's up?
Judge, good judge.
Yeah.
Judge, I'm covering for Eric Clay. He's
Okay.
in a jury. I have Mr. Mendoza in the jury box.
Thanks, Mr. Lynn.
Page 19.
Did you just bond out or something?
Judge, he was sent to a rapid test, I guess, from the note that I have from
Oh,
him.
that's right.
And when he came back on Friday, the court was closed, so he returned today.
Yes, Judge, we rolled him from his court-ordered drug test on Friday. It came back presumptively for THC. And then regarding the drug test history we have, he was originally put under supervision on October 10th of 2024. He tested positive THC then. We gave him a court reset to allow for time for dissipation. He tested again on the 21st of November,
Right.
2024. and
This is
that's
a,
when he did it.
okay, so I'm not taking any of that into account.
Yes, Judge.
So, right. So come up, Mr. Mendoza. So, yeah, that I remember, but that's all like history, as they say. No more. I will test you 45 to 50 days from today. If I find that you test positive again, it's not going to go well for you. Do you understand? You're not to use alcohol. You're not to use illegal drugs. I think we ordered him not to drive as well, right? He doesn't have a license?
No idea about that. Do you have a driver's license?
Working on it right now.
So
He doesn't.
you're not allowed to drive as well. You're not to possess your weapons. If I find a case violate any of these conditions, you know what happens.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Judge, and he
Great.
that amendment to curfew.
Tell me.
He has a curfew from 9 to 6, I guess, but he's saying that he gets home around 11 p.m.
Well, if I could get it set to like 12, or I could get like at least an hour from work to home, because I work all the way in downtown, and usually the latest I leave is 11. I have proof of schedule and everything. I already
Okay,
sent it to my
show it to Felicia, and then we can work with you. But if I find that you pick up a new case, if you're out other than working, the only reason you can be out is for work. So I'm not giving you on the weekend. Do you understand?
Gotcha.
I don't want, and on the weekend, he's got regular curfew.
I work well, right now my schedule is looking from Thursday to Sunday.
What do you do?
I work at a restaurant at the Pit Room in downtown.
What's it called?
The Pit Room?
Okay. So on the days you're not working, curfew stands. On the days you work, then, but I don't want you out past this.
Understood.
You understand?
So from like my days
So
off,
if your work ends at 11, you know, how far do you live from the restaurant?
I want to say like 30 to 40 minutes from my work, from my job.
So what time do you get home normally?
Yes, because there's never a set time. Like usually just when on average, I want to say like 10:50, almost 11.
Did you get home at that time?
Around there usually if I do everything I'm supposed to, but if it's busier than usual, usually latest I've gotten out was 11.
Okay, then that's it. All right. Okay.
11 to 6. When do you have to leave home?
I mean, if he's working that late, then you should go in later on. You know what I mean?
Yes, Judge.
You know, he's not working at 7 in the
Just want to
morning.
make sure that he's
Yeah.
clear about the time that he can leave.
Okay.
house. Yes.
All right.
Thank you, Judge. May I excuse?
Got it.
Right this way.